Especially in our generation today, public relations is an extremely important aspect to uphold a superior image. Having good public relationships can create mutual benefits for the company and for the consumers. We'll be talking about the brief history of public relations, how it has changed from the past to the present, and how important it is today.
Although PR can be traced back to much earlier civilizations, the 1620s have many recordings of public influence in communication management during the settling of the New World, in hopes of abolishing slavery in England. Fast forward to the 1900s when the Publicity Bureau was established. This opened public relations as a profession which would be a lot of help to the United States during World War I and World War II. During these times, propaganda was used to sway public opinion. Propaganda is biased information created to be used in a misleading manner, often to promote or publicize a particular political cause or point of view. Countries used propaganda during the world wars to gain support for the war. During the second half of the 20th century is where professional development of public relations started to grow through the use of trade association, PR news magazines, international PR agencies, and academic principles. Edward Bernays, born in 1891 in Vienna, Austria-Hungary, is often regarded as the father of public relations. He wrote essays on his early views of public relations, implying that propaganda and purposely created news were legitimate and necessary forms for businesses to use. Today, many businesses have embraced Bernays' way of thinking in order to reach out to their consumers. By 2006, the effect of social media and new internet technology became more frequently used by a wider demographic of people, which helped expand public relations between people and businesses. Social media and new technological advances gave PR a platform in present day and age.
Now that you know about the brief history of public relations and how it has changed from past to present, it is so important to know why public relations is important and effective in our lives. Public relations is important so the company and consumer have a positive relationship, which therefore is benefiting both parties. You might be wondering, why is public relations important, and maybe even how does public relations work? Well, according to Worldwide Learn, public relations revolves around the fact that people act based upon their perception of facts. By knowing how to have a positive influence around people's perception, it will be beneficial. When people in public relations successfully change, create, or reinforce opinion through persuasion, their main objective is accomplished. So now, how does public relations work? PR follows a basic set of principles to lead to success, beginning with the identification of the challenge, then to set the PR goal, and then the start of persuasive messages and implements come into play. According to APS.org, PR is about building relationships for success, communicating your message to gain supporters in not only the community but also the institution, and PR can lead to improved quality. Most importantly, PR can lead to strong community and highly developed partnerships, but also financial support. It is safe to say the more PR you do, the more productive your company will be. However, it is important to know PR goes beyond media relations. Outreach itself can be considered PR, but special events and promotions, public affairs, internal and community relations are also very successful ways for PR. Gene Spencer from Content Marketing Institute writes that public relations increases brand awareness, makes corporate credibility stronger, and challenges the content team to think about the greater good. It is clear that public relations is beneficial for both sides and can create great success.
Today, public relations can be explained as a relatively new field compared to many others. Nonetheless, as every field goes through an evolution over time, public relations is included and has its fair share of experiences in culture shifts due to new technology, economy, and more. History of journalism, dating back as early as the 16th century, has led to the creation of the branch of public relations, PRSA. This stands for the Public Relations Society of America. Founded in 1947, that has evolved into the relatively well-defined field that we know today. In the past, the world of mass communication was dominated by newspapers, magazines, letters, and books. The old-school public relations, or you can call it the good old times, included more socializing, where relationships had to be built with editors and publishers in order to gain sources for news and other information. When press release was invented around a century or so ago, people relied on the company's news and waited for it to be released before any other people had access to the information. Now it only takes just a couple of minutes to even a couple of seconds for news and information to reach from one side of the world to the other. Try comparing examples such as reporters and bloggers, direct mail and text messaging, news clips and news links, TV radio and YouTube, second day news and second hour news, press conference and social media chats. These are just a handful of examples, and we can see how much has changed and how digital media has slowly but surely become a huge influence on human communication and interaction. Public relation is inseparable from the history of the United States, and whether public relations is used by governments, profit, or non-profit organizations, public relations reflects the method of business. The role of public relations today is more critical than ever because a company's reputation, their credibility, and how they are viewed by its publics is the leading factor in their ability to become successful. An important thing to know when dealing with public relations is that there will always be something new, mentioned to us by platformmagazines.org.